a hard hit out in the left field. It's continuing to carry. It's out of here.
A doubleheader tonight from Copeland Park as the 4-2 Mankato Habaneros take on the 2-5 La Crosse Steam. They played their first 4 games at home, and they played a game yesterday here as this one lined to the right side. Over to it is Frechette to first, and plenty of time for the first out here in the first inning. As Morai in the count here with 3 balls and 1 strike as she winds and fires. That one low for ball 4, and the first runner of the night is on for the Habaneros. Featured on the mound here tonight, but the corner is in. She lines this one back up the middle. Wolf boots it. That one's going to go into right center. Not stopping is Holmes. She'll end up on third. Throw goes all the way to third. But Holmes is 12. 3 balls, no strikes. Morai rocks and fires. That one low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded here in the first inning. That's where the we saw it on the broadcast last night. Simply I'm told what I'm told. As this one lined to right, that one's down for a base hit. A nice stop by Watson out and right, but 2 runs are going to come in to score. Throw goes into third. And caught up between first and second is Lee, but a 2 RBI single for Emma Lee. She's got her first 2 RBIs in the Northwoods as Holmes and Snippes comes home to score. It's at home a couple nights ago. Ground ball third base side. Up with it is Osthoff. Fires across the diamond in time for the second out here in the first inning. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. That one way outside, and that's going to allow a run to come home to score in Zender. 3-0, Habaneros out of the gates. Indigo Fish now looking for an RBI. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morai winds and fires. Bouncing ball to the right side. Another clean pick for Frechette to first in time. And that'll do it for the Habaneros in the first inning. 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 Steam error. Will a single game this summer for the Steam. So here's a 3-2. Bouncing ball to the left side. That one's past a diving Brooke Holmes into left. And a leadoff single for Ashley Wolf. That's how we begin tonight for the Steam. They're playing from 4 of them so far. As she'll take off again. Hit and run. That one caught by the center fielder. And Lee fires back to first. And a double play here for the Habaneros in the first inning. Steam away. Looks to get it going. This one lined to right field, falling fast. That one down in front of the right fielder, Teal. And that'll be the second Steam hit. Three balls, 1 strike. That one inside for ball number 4. Makarevich knew it out of the palm. And no balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on and 2 down. Bouncing ball right back to the pitcher in Snippes. Over to first, and that'll do it for the Steam half of the first inning. Get a couple runners on, but unable to get anybody to come home. No runs, 2 hits. Cooper Lipsky. The second inning is underway as Timmer grounds out to the second baseman. And Grace Frechette once again. Making a lot of plays. That's her 3rd play of the afternoon for 2 balls, 1 strike. Morai comes home. Bouncing ball back up the middle. On the pick, Frechette. Another play for her. That's 3 plays in a row for Grace Frechette. She ended the first inning. Strike, nobody on, and 2 down. Swung on, lifted to right field. Watson goes back on it. Turns around, can't make the play. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Into second is Burling. Not stopping there. She's on her way to third. The throw comes in, and it beat her, and that'll do it. The relay, perfect. Here's a 2-1. Bouncing ball back up the middle to the left side of the infield. Brooke Holmes across the diamond in time for the first out here. The 1-1. Swung on right at the shortstop, and Holmes for the second out here in the second inning. Only about 2 runs through the first 6 innings. This one in off the hands right at the shortstop. Holmes again. Can she make the throw? Yes, she can. A 3-up, 3-down inning from Brooke Holmes. Half fitting on the defensive side for the Habaneros. This one line to left. That one's through. A bounding ball into left field for the third hit of the night. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Line past Wolf again into left. This one's going to hit the gap all the way to the wall. Rounding third, coming for the plate is Holmes. The throw comes in from Wolf, or comes in to the cutoff Wolf, but no throw to the plate, and it's now 4-0 Mankato. Time to the plate, scored the final of the 3 runs in that first frame. Here's the 0-1. Swung on to right center. That one's going to plug the opposite gap. Rounding third, coming for the plate is Snippes. She'll be in there. Rolling into second with an RBI double is Zender. And it's now 5-0 Habaneros. Lee, 3 for 4 yesterday against the Steam in her first appearance of the season. Rolls this one right back to Morai. Up with it to first. Low throw gets away from Janik. Coming home to score. And going to third is Lee. And she continues hitting hot against the Steam. So we'll take a look at it again. Right back to Morai. And the low throw, a rifle right at that shin. And I think that's what allowed Lee to take third. The throw came in. Santos back in the lineup. Santos, imagine what they're hoping for, the everyday center fielder from here on out, the 3-1. That one down and in for ball number 4, and a walk to Savannah Teal will keep this inning going. Not a single out recorded yet for the Steam. A Wisconsin Superior Yellow Jacket. The 0-1 off of the pitch and running, and the throw going to be cut off by Morai off of her glove. Coming home to score is Lee, and it's now 7-0 Habaneros. Debut. Going 6 innings, giving up only 4 runs, 2 of which earned on 5 hits. Did not record a strikeout, but she comes in relief here as that one cut on and missed for strike number 3. That's her first strikeout of the Northwoods. The 3-0, that one inside, and ball number 4 is upon us. Timmer able to reach. I'm sure you've heard of the antics of Satchel Paige, where he would pull his entire team off the field and say, I'm just going to strike these 3 guys out. I won't need a defense. As in the same line as Allen misses outside for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Teal over to third. 100 and 517 strikeouts. That's a big number. I can't say it. As that one line past the third baseman in Osthoff. 1 run is in. Station to station go the Habaneros. It's now 8-0. An RBI hit for Osthoff. Wanted him to do covert operations to spread softball all around the world as that one gets away from Watson. 1 run is in to score, and it's now 9-0 Habaneros. Rachel Morai returns to the mound. Alexis Watson returns to right. As this one popped up in the air, shallow center, racing in for it. Santos puts it away, tagging up. Not quite. She'll make her way back is Leithizer. And a big second out here in the 3rd inning. The 3-1. Popped up center field. Santos races in for it. Puts it away, and that'll do it for the Mankato 3rd inning. 6 runs cross the plate. They lead this one 9-0. We 11 batters pushing across 6 runs. This one off the end of the bat. That one is falling on top of the mound. And in with a base hit is Lindsay Schultz. She has a hit in this one so far. And she might have number 2. This one launched in the air to left field. That one caught out there and left by Madeline Burling. Here's the 0-1. Bouncing ball third base side. That one's going to get through the left side of the infield. Second hit of the inning. Moving up to second is Schultz. And Frichette's on. That's just a little bit about the king in his court. The 3-1. That one misses high for ball 4, and the bases will be loaded here in the 3rd inning. Makarevich Lines this one, that one, a diving stop by the shortstop. Holmes, one run is in, nowhere to go with it. Against the Madison Nightmares. The 2-2, swung on, popped up. Third base side, drifting over to it. Indigo Fish calls it for the second out here in the third inning. Osthoff for first time up, grounded out to the shortstop. That one's going to get away from the catch of Timmer. Coming home to score is Frechette, and it's now 9-2. The Steam's cutting into that Habanero lead here in the third inning. The 2-1. Swung on, lifted to left field. Inner tracks, Madeline Burling puts it away for the final out here in the third. As the Steam put across 2 runs, they still trail by a bunch. We go to the see how she can start the inning. Lines this one high in the air, right center and deep. Going back on it is Santos. That's over her head. Off the wall, it clangs. And into second goes Zender with a leadoff doubler. Steam is here's a 3-0. That one inside. Almost untying her shoe as she hustles down to first for the second base runner of the top half of the fourth. As Morai rocks and fires. That one swung on, lifted shallow left, past the diving reach of Ashley Wolf, and the bases will now be loaded. Zender moves up to third, lead is second, and Teal with her first, then re-entered. Here's Indigo Fish now, bases loaded. First pitch outside, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Morai working through the fourth here. The 2-0. Back up the middle. That one's down. One run is in to score in Zender. Stopping at third is Lee. Loaded corners in for the Steam. That one pushed to right. That one's over the leaping grasp of Janik. One run in. Rounding third. Coming for the plate is Teal. Holding up at third is Fish. And it is now 12-2 Habaneros. You're going to take a look at the league leaders in walks. The Habaneros walking on all over ball clubs early on in their inaugural season. The 2-2 cut on and miss. A big strikeout for Morai. Does have 2 hits in this one. As this one line to right field, drifting over to it. The right fielder and Watson puts it away. Throw cut off as tagging up and scoring is Indigo Fish. And it is now 13-2. As here's the 3-1 to the plate. That one outside and another walk. Moving up to second is Timmer. 3 with 2 runs and an RBI in this one. Corners in for the Steam. That one misses inside. Breaking for third. The throw down in time. Not going to get the tag on, however, is Osthoff. And right behind her taking second is Holmes. So Timmer with the stolen bag. The 3-2. Swung on, lifted to right field, shallow right, drifting over to it. Frechette, that's off of her glove. 2 runs are in to score, and it is now 15-2. All Habanero right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Wolf, in and out of her glove, can still make the play. That she can for the final out here in the 4th inning. Another 6th-run inning. No balls, 1 strike. That Snip is with a whole lot of run support behind her. This one rolled right back to her, and she'll fire it to first for the first out here in the 4th inning. Alexis Watson drifts this one out to the shortstop, and Holmes across the diamond. And that'll be 2 outs in 3 pitches for Jessa Snippes. Pitching rules when it comes to what a pitcher can throw as this one softly right at the shortstop. Holmes to first, and that'll do it for the Steam half of the 4th inning. Another clean inning out of Snippes. That'll send us to the 5th. 15-2, it's all Habanero. Habanero fans loving it wherever you're watching on the south central side of Minnesota. As this one swung on, popped up right at the second baseman and Grace Frechette for the first out here in the 5th inning. Teal looking for any way on. Here's a 2-2. That one popped up mile high on the infield. Blocking out the sun. Somebody's got to call it. That'll be Callie Janik for Willis. Rocks and fires. That one waved and miss. Big strikeout to end the 5th inning for Mackenzie Willis. That'll send the Habaneros back to the dugout and back. Carly Oliver setting the standard so far early on this season. Bouncing ball right at the shortstop in Holmes. Cross the diamond. In time for the. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, lifted to right field. Over to it is Savannah Teal. And she'll put away for the second out as the Steam are now down to their final out. And that's where we sit right now. Is this one line to center field, drifting away from the center fielder, Emily. That one's down for a base hit. Wasn't Rachel Morai's nice snippers. As Makarevich on the ground to the shortstop. Holmes across the diamond to first. Dug out by the first baseman in Zender, and that'll do it here in game 1 of this doubleheader. The Mankato Habaneros take home their 5th win of the season. As for the Steam, they lose their 7th. We've got game 2 of a doubleheader coming up in just over 30 minutes. We hope to see you there on the Northwoods League Plus streaming service. And with that being said, on behalf of our crew, I'm Kuberlowski saying thank you for watching this presentation. We hope to see you again here sometime soon as we say good night on the Northwoods League Sports Network.